Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Abe. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, DJ, Mike, and Pat. Good morning. Safe, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Sheila, good morning. Steven, Big Money Steven, how are you? Good morning, everybody. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, Steven. Big Money Steven. All right, guys, we got the cash market open right here. We have 200 and 100 still in sync, but the market is taking on some heat right here and fairly quickly. We had a captain set up short up at that level of 17, and we're getting a push lower. The market will get out of sync at 677. So there's a couple of things. You got the 20 NT wrinkle captain set up. You got the 40 NT wrinkle captain set up short, up at that above 17 700. So we're getting a lot of things up here, distribution, and now you have the 200 and the 100 out of sync, and we're getting a push lower in this market across the board. One, two, man. This thing is a fast mover too. I'm 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 gonna be a little bit patient here just to see the quality of the moves that we're having. So you got this going on right here, channel. Well, one, two, three, four. Okay, yeah, they're flipping this market. One, two, three at 94. Okay. Jeez. They're all over the place, right? Channel number two established itself. So as long as we continue to trade under that 10, market can one, two, yeah, there. So what happened here? We had a short formation at the 717. We came back down to harmony zone number one as a support area, and the market is stabilizing here. Ultimately, the market is out of sync, and a two-sided market is what we're seeing at the open. And we have new home sales coming up at the top of the hour. All right, good for them. A break, a break above 715 will lend itself for 715.75. Okay, we got rising support right here. Here we go. So it's a buy. There's a captain set up short on the 30 NT Rinco at 700 with a stop at 712. I mean, there's a good chance that we're going to flush a little bit again. Here you go. So what we've done so far is come back to retest that break. And there's still structural damage. The market needs to break 715. Here you go. Switch trade right here. All right, guys. Thank you guys for spending your day with us. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. And let's make it happen today. Okay. Climbing the price. Okay. Can you guys tell me where you at as far as quotes? What price you guys are showing right now, right this moment? 700, 702. So I'm accurate, correct? Maybe a second delay. Okay. All right. Okay. So a zigzag, a zigzag, a zigzag. Market is just all over the place. Yeah. Really? 3702. Hmm. So the market needs to continue to trade under that 710. Just gonna go grab something to drink quick. I'll be back. We have plenty of time here. Okay, guys. All right. Okay, so there's a little bit of pressure going on in this market. I mean, there's another captain set up short on the 40 NT Rinko at that 89. And the market's still out of sync. So we're seeing this high, a lower high, and another multiple lower highs. So we have a distribution between that 700 to 715, where the market is constantly just hitting that wall and backing off. If we're looking at ES, we're seeing something very similar. We saw a captain setup failed here, then a captain setup short, and that's holding. And basically, you have a distribution between 49.17 all the way to the 20, and that is just a lot of distribution. I mean, the overall structure is long, but the market is having a pocket of sellers that are coming in at these levels. If we look at the 50 NT Rinko, really what we're needing to see is a complete reversal below 4900. If that happens, then we will start getting an actual rotation, meaningful rotation on the downside, all the way down to 4884 at that point. So that has to happen first. Damn. All right, we got in 10 minutes, we got new home sales. So we have to be conscious of that. Really consolidated market at the open, digesting that overnight move that we had. Big levels are above 715 and under 640. There's a lot of distribution patterns that are happening right now, but the market still has a bid and they're coming in, picking off some certain levels here. They're picking off the 690 to 75 level. That range they're getting, which is harmony zone number one, basically. They keep coming in and protecting that. I'm going to be patient today. Wait for that first half an hour. See how the news shape up. Go from there. Hey, good morning, AVS. Good morning. So that constant testing and retesting and retesting of this area. I mean, they're bouncing it back up here, but another break at 676 will shift that personality once again. It looks like we're gonna get there. See these peaks in price action. Yeah, here we go. 1 and 2, 91. Let's see, 91. All right. See if we can get a fill. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, it has a potential. Actually, yeah, I should have kind of kept. That's fine. That's fine. Why did I get out of that one? But it's a good one though. That's a good one. Yeah, it had a potential to break to 65 and 60. Be honest with you. I mean, I took a 10 points basically. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So here he comes at 65, 60. That's all right. Take it. I take it. We recognize what they were doing, and that was the key when they got the 76 and bounced right back up. That was the key right there. Ain't no sunshine. There you go. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so the better I had to ask actually a better question here. I had to ask a better question, and the question is, where do I add to the trade if I had a 65 to 60 target? I needed to add right here at that 80, and then look for an exit as I get to 65. Yeah, that the news is what got me a little bit quick with my out. I don't want to stick around in the trade when the news it's coming. All right, let's see what they want to do here. The news is up. I'm gonna let the reaction of the news present itself. The 72 and a quarter can, yeah, right here can be a good entry for a push lower with a stop at 80. It just, yeah, right now with the news, you're gonna get a little bit of volatility, and I rather just kind of leave that alone. So they're digging into harmony zone number 2. We're in the neutral zone. What are we waiting on? Really, truly, for me to commit to this market, I need a break below 639 or a run back up to 705. Anything in between, it's a market that's out of harmony, and it lends itself to a lot of this back and forth price action. Where's the transitional? Okay, so that's another thing here that we're taking note of. 665 is actually the top end of the Globex band, and the market is reacting to it. If we start dipping into it, we're going to start moving to that 614 level, which is Globex. So they're spending some time trying to protect this top end of the Globex band. Ooh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of distribution here between those two levels. That 72 seems to be holding. You got a potential switch trade right here. We're expecting a bit of bleeding between that 65 and 55 level. Yeah, it goes to 39 and 75 at that point. 46 is a stop along the way. Yeah, they're giving it up here. The 639.75 is the reversal of the 200 NT Rinko, meaning that if we get there and when we get there, that's a complete 200 NT Rinko reversal. That means the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. Rallies become shortable and on a swing trade basis. And then the next target is going to be at that point 614. I know, I saw that. And did you see, Omer? Did you see the 40 NT Rinko Captain Sub? There's two of them in a row that happened earlier. I mean, the distribution levels up there was something to notice. So that here comes the 50. So we're breaking the second support area. Hey, sorry, Adam. I just saw you in the waiting room there for a second. How are you, buddy? Good morning. 906. See the short, the short behavior is still intact here. If we break, if we break 690, that will shift actually. The 200 and the 100 will be in sync on the long side. That's I mean, they're putting on a defense. I get it. I understand. I do understand what they're doing. Two switch trades in a row. Two switch trades in a row right here. So the market is back in sync right now on the long side. So what did the market do here? It's a stair step lower, and they're protecting harmony zone number 1 and 2, and now they're back up to trying to put on a move that could get us to the swing trade target of 739.75. So that target is becoming more of a possibility. We'll reevaluate that idea if we break anything under 665. Okay. You know, sunshine. Here we go. Okay, okay, okay. So we're back to retesting harmony zone number one, and we had a lot of run-ups in this zone where the market tried to protect the top end of it, the bottom end of it. Even when they broke down, they reversed and did it multiple times before they flushed, and you're seeing that same pattern starting to come back into play. I'm a bit careful. I'm looking for my next trade to be. I mean, the market is in sync, so that's a good thing. Oof. '86. Really? '86? Yeah, they're trying to protect it, DJ. They're trying to protect it. I see them trying to do that. Well, the next target, the big target is 739.75. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. One, two, three. 2 and 3. 91. 91. Here you go. They're putting a captain set up short up here. If you remember, those are around the levels that we had a lot of resistance come up. So we want to test that and test how well they're going to pull it back here a little bit. We want to see how well they hold on to it. Let's take a look at ES here quick, and then we could look. So we had this distribution area. We kept coming to the bottom end of it. Now we're breaking above it. Really nothing spectacular going here. ES has a target of 49.24 and a half. That's the next target of that rotation. From there, we have a target, number 3, 49.29 and a half. Yeah, that formation is holding up. We should be probably getting at the 95.90 retest here shortly, as long as we continue to trade under 712. We're looking for pullbacks to buy into this market. We'll reevaluate that idea if we break anything under 70. Here you go. Yeah, it's a hard one for me to just buy here at 97 against that captain setup. Even though we kind of knew what they're trying to do. I'm looking for pullbacks to buy into that big target of 739. We'll reevaluate under 670. The structure of the market is still long here. The market is in harmony between those two charts, the 200 and the 100 NT Rinko. Yeah, I mean, see that it was like, all right, this captain setup coming into the middle of the range. I understand that. That's the pullback they trap people in, looking for that pullback to buy into. But I needed like the 90s. A little bit of distance between this short signal into a level that I can buy into. Oh, you bought the pullback into the 97? Okay. So this pullback right here, or this pullback? Oh, the last one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be an aggressive play, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, we literally have that captain set up short, built up there. But, yeah, here we go. We're heading toward that big target of 739 and a half. Look at these bastards. Ooh, baby. They showed me. Yeah, it's right here. We're about to hit a target, a major target, 739 and 75. Come on, baby. Another captain set up short. They just built it up right here, so you're gonna get that pullback. Let's see. This most likely this one's gonna be a little bit deeper. It's the same. It's almost like the same look so far. Yeah, see that? See that rally right there, and so it's gonna be a little bit of a deeper. It's gonna be a deeper pullback here. So just watch out. Like these pullbacks, generally speaking, are buyable. It just I simply don't like to go against a captain setup short. So that formation is a captain setup short. And generally speaking, you know, a small pullback against that one gets challenged, and there's a lot of distribution that happens in and around that area. Right now, they're just using it to trap shorts. And I mean, here you go again. I mean, they added one more candle and then ran it up. Take a look. We have a major target here, 739, and the market is just basically consolidating here. Okay, so That's another retest. Who's saying that? Turn up the volume. Can you guys hear me? Am I is my audio coming in clear, or what are we doing here? I got you guys the best mic here, so clear, huh? All right. Loud and clear. Okay. That's good. I hear. You got jokes today, Mike, huh? I'm sorry. Am I slurping? How is that, Adam? You like that? Now you gave me something to mess with you with. Yeah, it's this one is a bit tough. What you got here is a captain setup, then a switch trade here. Typically, what they do with that is they run it up. So most likely in the next few minutes here, we're gonna run up into this level. The target of 739.75. Here we go, Adam. I like it. Adam asks, good morning, good morning. Yeah, man, we're doing good. Kicking ass and taking names. GED. Good morning. Yeah, they're inching their DJ. They're inching their way up there. Whenever you get this type of pattern where you're getting a captain setup, then you're getting a switch trade in and around that captain setup, you typically get a push. And that's what you're seeing right here. I mean, here we go. We've seen this also. I mean, that's close enough to that target, right? Now they're trying to be funny. See. I mean, we've done this one before where they come up so close to the target and they get faded with the one candle reversal, and that ends up being a big level for the rest of the day. So I wouldn't put it past them if they really crash that whole structure right here, because we should have kind of broke up that level fairly quickly. So I would be apprehensive here from trying to get long. Just be careful. We really need to see a clear break of that 740 level. Yeah, they're gonna fail it. Yeah, okay, that's what I was concerned about. They're gonna try to trap a bunch of the longs that were long up into that level. So just we should see a bit of more punishing sell-off. We could even go down to 700 and try to retest that. So just watch. Don't get too excited about the longs yet. They're, what they're doing there, we've seen before. And typically, I mean, here we go. I mean, that's 70. What is that? 708. They're gonna bounce it right back up here a little bit. Then we'll see if that high is gonna be a lower high, or are they gonna firm up in and around 730. And if we firm up around 730, then yes, we're gonna break the 40s and pick up momentum. But if we run up to the 20s and the 25s and the market gets faded again, then most likely this market is going to come back to 690, 680 and build the base. There you go. Oh yeah. That's a good see that's a good thing that we see this. That's good. Cuz that's the kind of move that will trap so many people. Like literally there's no saving you trying to go long here. Cuz I mean you're going to get rolled over. It's what is that? That's from 40 to 80, a 60-point move. I mean, you could add to it all you want. You're going to be underwater hoping it bounces back. All right, so we came into harmony zone number one and we're bouncing back. Okay, so what kind of market we're having right now? We came up to a critical level that the market needed to break above. They put this captain set up short and a switch trade, rally it up here, and that was the problem, is they got so close and then reversed at that 730. Typically, whenever we see this type of behavior, you expect a deeper pullback, and we got the deeper pullback. The overall structure of the market GED is long from a multi-day perspective. I get it, but I have to read, for me personally, I have to read the market one candle at a time, one tick at a time, and not expose myself to a bias. You know, I could go long, I could go short. Whatever is right in front of me is what I have to kind of trade. So it's, I get it. The longs are been paying, and that's the problem. It puts the trader in a mode of, hey, just take the longs, just take the longs. That takes, so nobody sees the big short when it shows up. So mentally, I have to just, I know what a long looks like. I know what a short looks like. I know when the market is in transition between those two phases, and I just gotta read it as it comes. Okay. All right. So retesting harmony zone number one. Okay, let's just hyper focus here. I'm gonna have to hyper focus. We have a trade coming up here soon. We're in the middle of the range right now, so we're gonna get a lot of this back and forth business. Yeah, sneaky. They're sneaky. All right, so let's take a quick look here. It's channel number one. Let's see if they build the channel number two. Mike. Hey, Mike. Mike. Where's Mike? Hey, Mike. I didn't realize that you're out of the room, but you're back in. Market is back in sync on the long side with that 714. 714. Okay, so let me see here. So we got a couple of levels here. One, two. So we got to protect 97, 700. 03 is a good level. So 07 and 03 are levels that we need to kind of take a look at. Let's see if we can catch something on the pullback. Really, 03? 03 or 07? I'm gonna go 06 and see if I can get ain't giving me nothing. They're putting two switch trades in a row here. Let's see. Cancel this order. So that's the run up into Harmony Zone number 1 support, and they held it into this rotation higher. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get a pullback. We'll buy into it with a target of 739.75, and then after that we have a target that could be in the 50s, not the 50s, excuse me, 55, and then 80 after that. Really? Okay. 11. I mean, they could break this, the 09, and flush toward the 01. That's a shallow pullback, by the way. Just a shallow pullback at that 1075. Okay, well, good for them if that's how they want to do it. I mean, 11. I guess I needed to take that 11. Okay. That's quick. All right, I'll take a 5 point stop right here. All right, so it broke that channel. I mean, we had the O5 and a O2 to hold. And they dropped it a little bit fast. That's fine. O2, 92, even 10 points would have stopped me. All right, we're bouncing back and forth here. Okay, so now we break this channel. The actual protection here around that 700 is weaker than it should. The market, for it to get back long, we got to break that 712 level, and then the pullbacks become more solid again. If we start breaking anything under 680, then I know the market is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be in a two-sided market till we get to either 639, where the 200 NT wrinkle completely reverse, and structurally the market will be short the rallies, or we can get back up to that 712 and the pullbacks become long and solid. So we're in this gray zone right now where the the longs are struggling here, and some of the shorts are trying to take the narrative. Seven 11. Yeah, and see that 11 again? That 11 was the spot in which we build up a little bit of support into a run up, and now we run back up to it and the market gets faded. So that's a good observation for us to kind of keep an eye on that level. ABS, thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's free. It's free to like, share, comment. We appreciate you guys' support. Oh, 02. We'll go again. Nah. Oh, 08. Okay, 08, 11. Here we go back again to that level. You see that 11 again? I mean, we're gonna get this bounce between harmony zone number one and this zone up here around the 11 or close to it. So you're getting this boomerang. No, I won't call it boomerang, but just this little back and forth, back and forth. They're trying to build stops above 725 and below 670. Look at that bad boy. Oof. Here comes the bounce. Watch out. The question is, what do I want to do with all of this? I want to leave it leave it alone. You break anything under 675, 675, then I know that would be an issue for the market because you will be disconnected again. And this is a middle of the range trading. It's the middle of the range on the 100 NT Rinko. It's the middle of the range on the 70, on the 50. It's across the board middle of the range trading. And I just need to undertrade this environment till we get pure momentum and motion. I mean, even though I kind of understand the levels here, like, you know, the 711. That's level where sellers are coming. The 90 to the 80 level. Some buyers are coming in. We're understanding what they're trying to do here. There's a little bit of weakness in the market right now. See that bounce here off this level is not that solid. That is just really weak. We may get a flush down to the 75 here soon. That's a captain setup short. They just built up a captain setup short right here. Not a screaming long if that's what they're trying to do. I mean, here the longs should be showing up. They should be showing up here, but huh, what kind of crap is this? $6.87. Man, that's just such a one of those spots. 7. Okay, so if they bring it back down to 687, that will put us in a position where this captain setup is tested with one more test. Then you should be coming into the 80s and the 75s because of that structure. I mean, I could try that one with one contract and see if we can pick up momentum into that flush, and that my target would be 673 if that happened. I mean, I could work that angle just with one contract. I wouldn't add to it either. If they break anything above 700, then forget it. Yeah, here we go. All right, that's fine. Saved me from making a decision on that trade. Now, there is something that Omer would be looking at right about here, which is 711. You break 711, that's a captain setup on the 70 NT Rinko, the 50 NT Rinko. And you have this, which now is working as a trap to the shorts. So you got 3 signals telling you a break above 11, the pullback should become buyable, and a run up to 739 is a solid idea. So that's also on the docket for us. It is chop fest, my friend. It is chop. Oh yeah, blue. I don't know why it keeps. I gotta program that back in. I actually do like it blue. Thank you, Steven. Here we go. We hit the 8, and they. I mean, the thing here is, do we understand what they're doing? Do we understand the structure of the market? Do we understand where my risk is and how much and why? And does it make sense for me to put on trades here? Like all these questions that I gotta ask myself. I mean, I could wait. I could literally wait for the 711 to show up and they run it up to 20, 22. Then I would look for the pullback to play that game. and then I have a target at 40, then a breakout above it, and then momentum will start picking up. So that is a structure that I can relate to. You're breaking 684 means that captain setup above 711 never happens. And if that's the case, then momentum on the short side will start picking up. But we have to get to the 638 at that point. And ES is not doing much of nothing either. And to your point, Adam, I mean, there's a little bit of a push and back and fill behavior. I mean, the big level is 49.0575, and they're coming into those two support areas. We're breaking the first one. The second one is 12 by 09. Hey, Brad. Okay, good job, Brad. Plus 400. Good for you, man. Good for you. How's everybody else doing? Here comes the 11. We got a captain set up long on the 50 NT Rinko. We're about to go into a push above 1175. If we get that, that's a captain setup on the 70 NT Rinko. So that now the market is firming up on the long side. And then the 22 is coming up. Here comes that push. Here comes the 22. Captain set up long on the 70, on the 50. And we're breaking that 11, which was an issue. We need to get to 22. I mean, even if it pulls back here to like the 05, the 05 will be a good spot. Oh 05, 02. All right, well, I have an order. I'll give it a shot here. If they pull it back to that level, they may not. But we definitely want to see the 22 show up. Switch trade. I mean, that's a switch trade right here. So the expectation is to see the run up to 22. Here comes a 22. That's kind of sucky. 08. I mean, I don't want to take 08 actually. So I'll stay at 05. Okay. Target is 739. Really? 13? Okay, let's see here. I mean, an aggressive play would be just any pullback here, like literally any pullback with a stop under that captain setup of 684. 684. I mean, that's just it's a wider range, but you know, the market can support a big move here, like all the way to 640, I mean 740, and then 7, and potentially a breakout above 800. So the consolidation against this harmony zone number 1 that they've been doing, and this zone right here, so these pullbacks, as long as we continue to protect that level, we can see that push. The only issue I have is I can't manage that risk with 5 points. I would have to buy here, buy at 08, buy at 98, and size up within that range and put a stop right under 84 and look for the run up. That's the type of trade I have to take here. So if I'm in the mood to take risk, then that's going to be my play. If I'm not in the mood to take that type of risk, then I have to wait. Here you go. 08. Huh. It's the 11 again. I'll take that one. It's gonna run up, be honest with you. That's gonna run up. I had the opportunity to take the 13 and the 11, and I passed on them, and I wanted to see a one candle reversal, then a pullback in it, because that means that this trend line is holding up, the middle of the range is holding up. I have a railroad long, which is a signal, and I can take that with a stop right under it and look for, three candle run in my favor. I'll take that profit there. The question I would have for myself is like, all right, if you want to do that, but if you want to work on a bigger trade, what do I have to do? I have to get in with multiple contracts, and I have to take the first one where I took it and hold on to the second one and look for a break above 28. And as the market break above 28, any pullback add into the contract that I took off. And then I can trail that profit into the breakout above 740, and then just keep doing it over and over and over till I get trailed out of that trade. So that's my mindset that should have been if I'm looking for that type of behavior, or just take on that scalp and wait. And that's what I selected mentally. So far that is still the best option. And we still have a lot of this captain setup business that's holding up the price, protecting it. The 70 and the 50 are still a solid. That whole area here between that 11 to that 86 is a solid support area. Mm. Okay. Are they gonna run it over again like they've done it here? See those, this one right there, and there was one, oh yeah, and this one. This one actually ended up turning back end, but ooh, that's nasty right here. If they put a captain setup and a switch trade right here at 714 with a close of 714, then the market is going to pull back a little bit deeper, and we may get the 706 and 700. If this candle closes lower at 14 half, that whole structure will have a stop at 26 and a rundown, which we should see here coming up soon. That's the captain setup switch trade. Here it comes. The stop is 26. I'm I'm electing not to take it because we're running into the other structure in ES, and ES is, look where ES is at. Is right here at 720.75 is a break. And earlier on they have failed these captain setups. So like they shouldn't be doing this at all. Like that type of structure right here at 14, we should have seen 6 like almost immediately. And that tells me something. That even when they're putting on short signals, they're not. What, they're gonna come back again and retest that? 714. 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and you got a captain set up long on the 70, on the 50. You're about to have another captain set up on the 30 NT Rinko. All of it against this captain setup switch trade. I think they're gonna just run over people here and run it up. That's what I think is gonna happen. Like right here, that 715, that in any other market we should have seen a flush into the 6. This is a strong market. Hey, good job, Mike. DJ Mike. I saw your now. What would be real cool If they take this candle and run it back up to 27 and a quarter, and that would be a failure of this captain setup into a switch trade, and that would start that run. The amount of noise here, good Lord. Oof. Let them do whatever they want to do here. The targets are, the big targets are on the upside. You just have to kind of survive that noise. I see that. I mean, ES is struggling up here. I mean, it's almost like you have to look at it from the perspective of what? If we break down to 690, it'll be a double top. Right now, the structure is still long, and we have a target of 739. So where are we at for the day? I mean, I made 3 decisions today. Small stuff. I really kind of needed to add to that trade because that one was a big one. But ultimately, we're up about a couple of $100, and we are at 69.94 equity high so far. We had a nice stretch of winning days. We'll see here. Yeah, I think I'm also done trading for today. If they just kind of keep rotating like here, maybe the last hour of the day I'll take a look, but we need the market not to spend half an hour in a 15-point range. Because that's the personality right there that you could reference and say, hey, listen, if we're spending that much time in such a tight range and all day long we have not made a break either way, then that is really truly a testament to a personality. And that personality is a consolidation, accumulation type of market. So I need to trade that with 1 to 2 contract max, scalp it, and wait for a break either way, and that will generate momentum that I can play around with. Oh eight, oh eight, yeah. Oh eight, 850. Hey, just remember, Apex is still running that 80% deal with a 1 day pass, and that's gonna end on the 29th. So if you're into Apex, this is the time to pick up some. I'm gonna start doing push-ups just to get the market to move somewhere. Ooh, doctor. Come, baby, come. Yep, Adam. That's the key. Recognize it. Recognize it. Homie, don't play that. That's exactly right. All right, across the board, Abe, Adam, DJ, Mike, Pat, Safe, Sheila, Steven. How's everybody doing? AVS, GED. How y'all doing over there? Frida, I don't know if Frida's out there watching. Elizabeth Lepore. You had a question on gold. Let's take a look at the rest of the market here. Here we go. Crude oil. Just crude. Where's crude oil? That's crazy. 76. Okay, Russell 2000. It's a consolidation. Middle of the range action. Same thing. Gold. Where you at gold? Gold is a sell signal, and it's 2017.6 with a stop of 2025.7. Target number one is 2012.6, and then we got lower targets here. Target number two, and actually a swing trade close of 1995. That's what we got going on here on gold. ES. I gotta fix that, but that's the consolidation mess that we've been dealing with. Oh, look at that. Tesla putting on a captain setup short at 211.44, and he did it before right here at 210, and both of them ran down nicely. Netflix 537. We're trading above Globex. Above the opening price. Pullbacks are buyable against at 553.5, and with a stop at 552.30. They're selling. Starting to sell. NQ on a daily basis. Holy crap. Look at that bad boy. Stair step, boom. We're in the nosebleed section of this market. Gold on a daily basis. A lot of distribution up in that 30, 40 level. A lot of distribution. So that has that potential for that 95 level. Let's see, ES on a daily basis, the same thing. It's weaker than NQ. NQ is a lot more robust. Apple, middle of the range trading, not much to look at. Spiders, a sell signal on spiders, and we have the opening price right here, and that's gonna really speed up. This is a railroad short in spiders. Microsoft, nothing going on here. Stair step up, pullbacks to 404.80 is buyable for another run up to the 405.60. Stop is 404.16. QQQ. Oh, QQQ made a captain setup long at 428.60. We gotta take a look at this because sometimes we get a lot of early signals on NASDAQ through QQQ. YM, switch trade, and we're trading in and around Globex. That's middle of the range trading. NVIDIA, as long as we hold above 625.50, which is this captain setup long that they put on, pullbacks are buyable against that level in NVIDIA. And that is our read around the world. We got a little bit of a pocket of sellers that came in trying to challenge the price to action. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. 08. So that 08. GED is green. Let's see what else. Green. Mike is green. Pat is green. Steven is up $100. A little bit down for Adam. Okay. It's okay. Safe is green. I'm green. DJ is green. The stash is green. They're playing games here. Look at this little flush. Their flush, they take out the stops and run it back up. It's a sick game, I tell you. Sick game. Like seriously, people. Should be illegal. Now, see with this move, pullbacks are viable again in a big way. There is, we break 726. We have a captain setup switch trade on the 50 NT Rinko. That is a big deal. And the 40 is coming up. That was their last flush before they're running it up to that target. Read the market. Read. Let's see here. Here comes that 40. I mean, that's basically what we've been talking about all day long. We had a couple of spots where the market kind of looked iffy. We took advantage of it. But ultimately, from a swing trade perspective, the 40 was always been the target that we were looking at. Target is hit. The next target is 764.75. 764.75. We got momentum. Those captain setups were solid. Yeah, what? Why not? 36. That didn't hold. 32 didn't hold. And that didn't hold. Okay. Bit of a deeper pullback here. We just have to survive all their games. That's what we have to do. We have Harmony zone number 1 is 14 by 05, and we have zone number 2 as a support is 89 by 79, and we have a target of 764.75, and they're pulling back. They're pulling back in a decent way. I mean, that run up here took out all the stops, and now they're fading it back in. Let's see how well they handle this this zone. Yeah, I should have kind of 27 to 51. All right, guys, that's it for me. It's 11 o'clock, and we had a decent day. I mean, 3 decisions, up money, $200. I'll take it. And we read the market fairly well. That's always a positive. And we will see you bright and early Friday tomorrow. You guys have a good one.